Welcome back to GloryHunter. Today, we have the opportunity to light up 2 trophies. Bundesliga season finale, 2 games to go, 1 point in it. DFB Pokal final, 1 game in it. Channel your inner second season at Juventus and win the league. Do not channel your inner first season at Juventus or inner first season at Dortmund and lose the final of the domestic cup. I've been to 2 domestic cup finals so far in this save. I've lost them both. We are in the Champions League final as well. That'll be tomorrow. I've been to one of those already as well. I've friggin' lost that too. But we did win the Europa League at Juventus in Season 2. So we have won a one-off cup final so far this save. And hopefully we'll have won at least another one by the end of today's episode and another 2 by the end of tomorrow's. Right. Let's get cracking, shall we? No hanging about. 2 games to go in the Bundesliga. We are a point clear of Leipzig. We have 6th placed Wolfsburg. They have 5th placed Borussia Mönchengladbach. On the final day, we have Fortuna Düsseldorf, 15th. They have Hoffenheim, 11th. But Hoffenheim are the side that always frustrate me and cause me problems. They beat me in the cup final last year, but they could win me the league title this year. Then, in the DFB Pokal final, it's Frankfurt, who sits 7th in the league. Not easy at all. So our previous against today's 3 opponents, where ideally we would like 3 straight wins, of course. Wolfsburg, Frankfurt, Frankfurt's a 1-0 win. Wolfsburg, Frankfurt, and Fortuna Düsseldorf. Fortuna was a 1-1 draw, intriguingly. And Wolfsburg was also a 1-1 draw. So in the corresponding league ties, we haven't actually won either of them previously. Let's change that. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying, of course. Let me know in the comment section, where do you think I'll end up next season? You'll have to have your vote in a couple of days' time as to where the next club is that we move to. But for now, we're concentrating on Dortmund and we're concentrating on Wolfsburg. 1 game at a time. Well, he's going to show the bloody things. Look at that. It knows it's a big day because it's going to show the lineups. Adeyemi starts for me. Paqueta starts as well. A little bit of fatigue in the squad from the games midweek in the last episode. And our opponents today, Wolfsburg, a side we have managed on the channel before on FIFA 16. Justin Balo in goal for them. Adley and Sander Berger in the midfield. Lucas and Mecca at cam. Dervish Sholu up top. And on the right-hand side, their number 41, former Borussia Dortmund man, Bino Gittens. Don't even think about it, sunshine. Don't let it cross your mind. If Leipzig lose today and we win, then we win the league with a game to spare in front of our own fans. If not, we have to travel to Düsseldorf. Mönchengladbach lead early on. A goal for Mönchengladbach in the game against Leipzig. Oh, and so nearly a goal for Dortmund too. Adeyemi was pulling the trigger there. It's probably a foul, and the referee actually doesn't agree. Only a throw. Oh, well, Leipzig are doing their bit in helping us win the title, as are Borussia Mönchengladbach. Come on then. Let's score our goal too. I'd love to win it in front of our own fans, rather than having to travel on the final day. Give me that back. Well in, Enzo Fernandez. Oh dear, Enzo Fernandez. Well in, Enzo Fernandez. Bellini round the corner. We're in. Fabio Bellini, the man that joined me from Juve, might just have won us the Bundesliga! Tor für BVB! 1-0. Nice tackle, Western. Another goal. Oh, Leipzig have equalised. Christian Pulisic, the former Chelsea man, has equalised for Leipzig. And that would take it to the final... Oh! Would take it to the final day. But... Was it? Oh God, I need to do the maths in my head. I need the ball to go out of play so I can do the maths in my head. We're 1 point clear. We'd go 4 points clear with a win, and then they'd be on 3 points behind us. But with goal difference as strongly in our favour as it is, if we win and Leipzig draw, even though we haven't officially won the league, we'd have won the league because of goal difference. There's no way they pull it back. Speaking of pullbacks, yeah! 2-0! Adeyemi! It's 2! Allez, BVB, allez, allez, BVB, allez. Dervishoglu out to Bino Gittins. We know how fast he is. Is that in the box as well? In or out? I think it might have been just on the line, which should be in. Yeah. Penalty for Wolfsburg. The cheek of the kid. The man we sold won a penalty, takes the penalty, Panenka's me. It's not over yet. Turns out the pace was all he did need. 2-1. We're still winning. But now we're slightly more concerned than we were. Lucas Amecha, Weston McKennie with a very important interception. But Junior Firpo flew at me there. But we're flying at them. They pushed a lot of men forward. I'm sorry. I know it's a very familiar sort of... Oh, I'm not even going to finish it because I've taken it a pace too far. So I know it's a very familiar sort of goal, but I can only play against what's in front of me. And if the AI are going to push like that, there's not much in front of me. Get off. It's not a foul, ref! I could have sealed it. I could have finished it at 3-1. But I've missed it with Albert. Taken it too far. The keeper comes out and gets a foot on it. And play continues at just 2-1. Get there, bollocks. It'll be 2-1 to Dortmund at half-time. We just wait to see what the scoreline is at half-time in the Leipzig game. There may have been another goal that we haven't heard about. Karim Adeyemi with support. Can't turn and find it. That'll be half-time here. But what's the half-time score there at the Red Bull Arena? Tell me, please. Tell me, please. Come on, then. RB Leipzig 1. Mönchengladbach 1. As it stands, we have all but won the league. Bellini. Enzo Fernandez. Lovely footwork. Enzo Fernandez forced his way into the starting lineup recently, hasn't he? Paqueta and Benacer. Ismail Benacer doesn't score many. But when he does, they're not bad. Drei, 3-1. Floating over the keeper into the back of the net. Our 2-goal advantage restored. Ismail Benacer side-footed it. And was that savable for the... No, it's not savable for the keeper. It's definitely over him. 100% it's over him. It's just a hell of a bloody goal. Now then, Mönchengladbach, please score again. As they just said in commentary, 3-1. His first goal of the season. He really doesn't score many. Because he hasn't scored in the Bundesliga before. Paqueta. Süle. McKennie. Paqueta. Not much room. Nice. Pull it back. Nice. Go! No. Nearly. Nearly. Albert to seal it. Pulls it past the post. Mathematically, if Leipzig have drawn, we haven't won the title. because they could catch us on points and it would be level, and goal difference would be so heavily in our favour we'd surely won the league. But technically, in a sporting context, we could potentially lose by 20 goals and they could win by 20 goals and it could swing. But it is so unlikely that that would happen. But all that hinges on whether Leipzig have stayed drawing against Borussia Mönchengladbach, or whether Mönchengladbach have seen them off, or even if perhaps Leipzig have won it. Schlotterbeck probably fouled the man there, to be honest. Poor trying to get rid of it, and they could make it 3-2 here, and have done. Don't panic. It's fine. Not worried about it at all. Not panicking. Good finish by Yassin Adli, to be fair. Goal difference, as we know, is in our favour. Points, as we know, are in our favour. Now we just need to find out what the scoreline is at the Red Bull Arena. As the final whistle goes here, what's everyone doing on the pitch? Are the fans going berserk? They are. But are they going berserk for a league win? I think we've won the league. These scenes would presumably entail a league victory. Borussia Mönchengladbach must have won against RB Leipzig, your German league champions, and the second league title we've won in this save, Borussia Dortmund. We did! We did! As Borussia Mönchengladbach beat Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund lift the Bundesliga title. Get your trophy room out. Find the light switch. Ding, 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 ding. Another one to add to the trophy room. Ho! Yeah! It's not done my sore throat any good, that. Yes! Yeah! Ja, BVB, ja! In front of the yellow wall, we lift the Bundesliga title for the first time in more than a decade for Borussia Dortmund. Now then, firstly, let's go and turn the light on in the trophy room. Secondly, let's go and make sure we can add to it yet further. Bollocks to playing Nuremberg, or Dusseldorf even. I want to go and play the German Cup final. As Borussia Mönchengladbach ended up scoring a second against Leipzig and win by 2-1, we've gone from no trophies to 3 trophies. The Europa League and the Serie A title were already done, and we have now added to it. Look at that. The Bundesliga trophy is lit up in glory. Now then, let's go and light the one next to it as well, shall we? DFB Pokal final against Frankfurt next. Confirmation for you that the league title is assured. 4 points the gap headed into the final day. As 2-1 was the scoreline on the 9th of May. Borussia Mönchengladbach 2, Leipzig 1. We finish top. Quick sim, don't care, as long as no one gets injured, which they didn't. Lovely. Right then, German Cup final. Last year it was heartbreak against Hoffenheim. This year, we hope, we pray, we crave the winning feeling once again. That's what we're playing for. We've been here before. We've tried this before. We have failed before. You can't take anything for granted in a cup final. Form goes out the window, really. It is Frankfurt versus Dortmund. Without cheating and skipping to the end, let me know your comments down below, your score predictions. We're in good form. I have faith in us. I'm going to say 3-1 Dortmund. We're at full strength, minus Florian Wirtz, of course. who is unfortunately injured for a considerably long time. Frankfurt beat Wolfsburg to get here. They beat Mainz on penalties. And they also beat Werder Bremen. No giants in there. But now they're coming up against one. And we have some giants in our team. Niklas Süle going down in height order there. No offence, Andy Robertson. You're not the tallest, are you, pal? But you are pretty damn good. And you've been a great signing for us at left back. We line up as you would imagine that we would do. Kerbel in goal. McKennie, Süle, Schlotterbeck, Robertson. Enzo Fernandez has made that position on his own of late alongside Ismail Benacer, Albert, Bellini, Brandt, Cunha up top. It's a strong 11. It's arguably the best 11 we've had in the saves so far. Better than the Juventus team? Maybe. Certainly it could win more than the Juventus team. Anthony Mandrea in goal for Frankfurt. Gunter, Mings, Keane and Luca Netz. Premier League experience at centre-back for Eintracht Frankfurt today. Moretti, my former player at Juventus. Jakic, Lukic, De La Vega, McNeil and Sonset up top. 84 rated, their joint highest rated player alongside Moretti in central midfield. It's game time, it's go time, it's hopefully Pokal time. Oh, ref! I know I did a little bit of unnecessary showboating, but Pedro de la Vega took that to heart in the opening 2 minutes. The referee not allowing the first one to go, rightfully so. That was a nasty challenge, and their winger is already on a booking. Albert up against Gunter, can't get the better of him physically. You will probably see extended highlights then of this final of the Cup, as we only had the one Bundesliga game prior to today when we anticipated there potentially might need to be two. But despite extended highlights, that doesn't necessarily mean that there'll be plenty of goals. Not if Matheus Cunha shoots like that for the rest of the day. There won't be. Benacer steals that off Lukic, so Brandt loses it. Cunha wins it back though. Excellent determination to put a foot in. Andy Robertson's getting forward. Get him in down the line. Go on, Andy. Deliver it. Brilliant cross. Brandt can't get there. Can we win that header and nod it down? We can. Enzo Fernandez into Cunha to Benacer. Out wide to Andy Robertson again. I see the run in the middle. Oh, but I can't find the man who would have been offside, to be fair. So I'm kind of almost lucky that we're able to continue on here. Brandt. Oh, I tried the little Travailer with the outside the boot. It's not going to work. Now here come Frankfurt on the break. Dwight McNeil is capable enough. They've got plenty of Premier League experience in this team, don't they? With the centre-back partnership and Dwight McNeil out on the wing. Good tackle by Nico Schlotterbeck, though. We've plenty of European experience, plenty of Bundesliga winning experience. And hopefully that will pay dividends come the end of the day. Bellini on the break. Driving in behind. Pull it back. Straight at the keeper from Julian Brandt. Lukic, Jakic, De La Vega on his yellow and tackled. Andy Robertson's away. Andy Robertson is not away. Albert might be though. They've given it straight back to me. Keep it in play. And Matheus Cunha looking for the run of Albert. He will tuck this back, looking for the run in the middle. Oh, what a goal! And it's Julian Brandt! The man that wouldn't be there if it weren't for the long-term ACL injury to his teammate Florian Wirtz. So he may well hold up a shirt in the cup final with Florian's name on it in honour of his fallen comrade. But wow! How is that for a first-time finish from a man that has made that position his own since that injury? Julian Brandt, the Dortmund man. That's one. One hand on the trophy. One step closer to it. One goal to the good. But we're still only one moment away from losing it. Albert. Brandt's gone. He needs support. It's arriving. Bellini, first time. Enzo Fernandez, another man that has made a position his own through injury. Paqueta was only out for 5 days. Enzo Fernandez stepped in and hasn't let go since. 2 goals to the good. 2 hands on the trophy. But we still need to get to the final whistle to lift it. We're close now to a German double. The first time since Dortmund did it in 2012, I think, with Jurgen Klopp. We could do the treble with the Champions League tomorrow against Atleti, but we've got to see this through first. Come on! Oh, we're dominating possession. Had, well, arguably over 69% possession now. Enzo Fernandez, earlier in the season, we had a couple of episodes where we were like, that's his biggest goal of his career. Then he'd score another one that was even more important. Then he scored another one that was even more important. As the one he's just tucked away, now overtaken it as the biggest goal in his career. Oh, Julian Brandt nearly got on the end of that. Fernandez does get on the end of that, but it won't quite fall for me. But Bellini's putting Luca Netz under all sorts of pressure here. We're going to be 2-0 up at half-time in the DFB Pokal final. We lost it last year. We do not want to experience that again. 45 minutes to go. We're nearly there. Sunset out to De La Vega. De La Vega has not been good enough today. From the moment we rattled him in the first couple of minutes, he's not been on it. Not been on it at all. I think my voice box is on it at the minute either, I'm afraid. But Robertson will get this inside to Julian. Bellini is there, but Luca Netz cuts it out. We can't switch off. 2 is not insurmountable, as we are absolutely aware from our previous experiences in other games this season. Looking at you, Bayern Munich. Julian Brandt. Matheus Cunha. Oh, we might have exploded if that had gone in. Albert with the delivery. Oh, it's going to fall. I wanted to hit it first time with the power shot, but evidently you can't trigger that until you're actually in possession of the ball. That's annoying. I wanted to just wind up and hit that straight away. Albert. Brandt's in a bit of space. First time effort blocked. Hit an arm, did it? We'll take the free kick, shall we? Yes, we will. Now then, Bellini came so close 3 times to scoring a free kick in the last episode. I'd love it if he scores this. I'd absolutely love it. Side netting only. I'm sorry, Fabio. You deserve better. Robertson. Albert with a switch. Next game. Champions League final. Atletico Madrid. The suit will be on. But let's not get distracted, shall we? If we can make it to the 75th minute intact at 2-0, then I will look to make changes with that game in mind. And 3 would have sealed it. 3 would have sealed it. It still might. Oh, hit that. Oh, and the keeper reacted late. But it's still not ended up in the back of the net. 2-0 continually. And here come Frankfurt again. No, they don't. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Into Lukic and Sunset and Miretti. And Nordi Mukiele is off the bench to put in a strong... Whoa! Physical challenge. What is it in the past couple of days about opposition players and trying to murder my teammates? Thankfully, Belotti has hopped over this, but their guy, Netz, Luca Netz, has lunged. That's disgusting. You can see the two-footed nature of it. He's thrown himself into this. And thankfully, Bellini's just gone, no you don't, and left him behind. But that is a leg breaker, mate. He's an absolute leg breaker. And on the counter, with a perfect pass, Girona's in. Tor for BVB. Pokal for BVB. 1, 2, maybe 3 trophies this season. Our 4th in the trophy room. The pass, though. Oh, what an assist. What an assist. I said 3-1, didn't I? I said 3-1 Dortmund. I might be on the money. We've done our bit. Now we just need Frankfurt to score theirs, but I'm not going to gift them one. If I can get a clean sheet, I'll get a clean sheet. Thankfully, Gregor Kubel is helping me do that. We have, in 2 seasons, conquered Germany. League title, 1. Domestic Cup, 1. We didn't conquer Italy. And there's their 1. And in quite some style. Stay right, Moretti. That's a hell of a finish. Boom, boom, boom. There's no point over celebrating though, is there, lads? Let's be honest. It's a good move as well. And the shot power behind that is exceptional. Nobody's saving that. We conquered Germany. We haven't yet conquered Italy. We've only half done it. We've got the league title. We do need to go back at some point to try and win the Coppa Italia. But we will move on to pastures anew next. But will we do that as European champions? We don't yet know. Strike. Atleti to come tomorrow. Then actually, can't remember if I mentioned it before now, it's the World Cup with England in 2026. Which I think is... No, I was going to say which I think is in Germany. But no, I think it's the Euros that's in Germany, isn't it? And the World Cup is in the USA, Mexico and Canada in 2026. That's where we'll be headed after we finished at Dortmund in the immediate future. And you can see the way the defender's gone. I'm sorry. Fair. And to be fair, fear is very apt. Fair-ites for our 4th trophy. Inexplicable. Even I don't do that. Some might argue that I probably would, but even I don't do that. 4-1. Your Bundesliga and DFB Pokal winners. BVB. Join me tomorrow for the Champions League final with the suit against Atletico Madrid. We have the opportunity for the first time ever in the history of Borussia Dortmund to win the treble. There was a little bit of dust building up on the light switch after our trophyless season 1 at Dortmund. Flick 2 of them, and maybe a 3rd. I'll leave you then with the trophy celebrations here, lifting the DFB Pokal trophy. Borussia Dortmund's your winners again. Gregor Kubel keeps, I think actually, enough clean sheets to earn the Golden Glove in the Bundesliga. Lifts the Bundesliga trophy and the Pokal as well. And as you might well understand, I need to give my throat a rest. It's not survived. Hopefully our Champions League dream does survive. And we'll have the opportunity to lift that tomorrow. But we lost to one Madrid side last year. We cannot afford to lose to another one this year. I will not accept anything other than a victory in the Champions League final tomorrow. Hopefully neither will you. I'll see you then.